grandmother always used to say, you're either part of the problem or you're part of the solution. So I think the first thing is by going out and engaging men and boys in this conversation, letting them know that they have a role and a responsibility. I'm the youngest of 6 boys, and as I was raised by my mum and dad, my mum was very clear with us about not being abusive to women. I had a cousin who was sexually assaulted, and fortunately it was intervened, and in the resolving conversations there was lots of talk about well, why was she there late and different things like that, these conversations we have. And my mum was like, how about we teach our sons not to rape? How about we teach our men that it's not okay to go out and sexually abuse someone, whether you are male or female? Why don't we do that? So for me, it's having those conversations, projects like this, reaching out to men and reaching out to boys and saying, how are you going to personally shift not only your conversation, but then the conversations you have with your peers? Because I think sometimes we let things slide with our friends, with our buddies, or even with strangers that we're not sure what to do with. We don't know how to intervene. And as a result, a lot of good men, a lot of good people say nothing because they're afraid of saying the wrong thing. Overwhelming fear. We are socialized from a very early age as men to completely reject anything feminine in ourselves. And as a result, we then reject completely anything feminine in other people. It's this irony that we have, that we're told to man up, cowboy up, boys don't cry, you have to be in control, you have to be detached, you have to be aggressive, you have to be assertive, and yet you're meant to be this awesome lover, and you're meant to be this great provider, and you're meant to be all of these things, but you don't have skills on how to do it. A real man is somebody who embraces the truth about who he is. And so we have to look at ourselves first of all and own those dark areas of our lives to be able to say, okay, this is what I am capable of, and let me put a boundary around that. And to also understand that the language of homophobia, biphobia, transphobia, the language of rape culture, slutdom is all about sexism. It's all about genderizing people and saying that this is all you can do based on what you have between your legs. And we need as men to be part of that conversation to say, you know what, we are more than what's in between our legs. We are a whole person, and we want everyone else to be whole people.